in India?
Right
6
now
o'clock.
it is 6:04. It is 6 o'clock, 6 p.m.
6.
Okay,
I'm
I am
glad to see
sharing.
you all.
Okay, now we
3
are on the
3
live.
after 3 hour after
Ashina,
9:30.
now we are going on the live, so I think that we don't do this conversation.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay,
it will
let's
be
begin.
recorded there.
Yeah, sure. Let's begin to our sixth day of summit. Distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and dedicated participants, welcome to the sixth or final day of our SGD 14 summit, focused on below water, life below water. Throughout the past 5 days, we have explored various dimensions of ocean sustainability, marine conservation, and the sustainable use of ocean resources from different perspectives and disciplines. Today, as we approach the conclusion of our summit, we have the honor of hearing from two distinguished speakers who will offer valuable insights on sustainable development from their respective fields of experts. And it's my great pleasure to introduce our first speaker for today, Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik, a distinguished management professor and digital transformation expert with over 18 years of transformative experience in higher education and research. And Dr. Kaushik currently serves as a professor at Light Group of Institutions, where she brings exceptional insights into human resource management, organizational behavior, and digital innovation. Her expertise in digital transformation and sustainable development frameworks offer valuable perspectives on implementing technological solutions for ocean conservation and management challenges. As a sought-after international keynote speaker, Dr. Kaushik has delivered compelling presentations at more than 12 prestigious conferences worldwide, including Summit Conference, OEDCEA Conference, and so on. Dr. Kaushik's scholarly contributions are acutely impressive. She has authored 3 books entitled Impressing AI Revolution in Education Industry, Digital Transformation, Recent Trends and Practices, and My School Realm of Vrindavan. Additionally, she has published numerous research papers in international journals, with her work receiving over many citation assessments to the impact and relevance of her research. And Dr. Kaushik's unique perspective on the intersection of traditional management principles and digital innovation makes her a compelling voice in contemporary business discourse. Her presentations are known for their cross-cultural perspectives and practical applications, particularly in the areas of HR innovation, leadership development, and the future of work skills that are increasingly essential for organizations working toward sustainable development goals. A former dean of research and PhD thesis evaluator for prestigious universities, including serving as an examiner expert for Vivo of 6 PhD candidates at Aligarh Muslim University, Dr. Kaushik brings both the pen and breadth to her speaking alignments, making complex concepts accessible while maintaining scholarly excellence. And dear participants, please join me to welcoming Dr. Meenakshi Kaushik. The platform is yours. Thank you.
Thank you so much, first of all, for giving such an elaborated, such a detailed, about me, introduction about me that was not needed at all. And for this, I'm so much grateful and thankful. And it is a great privilege for me to, be amongst with you all. And my special thanks goes to Dr. Rashmi for all the way inviting me here in this 6th day, I think 6th day FDP program. Should I start with my presentation? Hello?
Here you are.
Should I start my presentation now?
Yes, here you are.
Okay. So, 1 second. I wanted to 1 minute. Will you please let me share, allow me to share my PPT?
Let her to share their screen, her screen, please.
Once I will
Okay.
get the request, I will allow from here. You give me request from there, Meenakshi.
हाँ मैम
Give me request from there. I will get, then I will allow you.
मैम यहाँ पे ये है कि ओनली द होस्ट कैन शेयर इन दिस मीटिंग है
आप
यहाँ
उसको
पे यही ऑप्शन आ रहा है मेरे पास
नहीं, तुम शेयर करो, अपने आप आएगा। मैं यहाँ से अलाउ करूंगी, रोज जैसे हो रहा था।
हाँ तो दीजिए मुझे अलाउ कीजिए
आया ही नहीं अभी तक।
मैम मेरे पास आ रहा है ओनली द होस्ट कैन शेयर इन दिस मीटिंग अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो मैं फिर वैसे ही बोल देती हूँ नो प्रॉब्लम क्योंकि यहाँ से बस ये आ रहा है शेयर करने पे ओनली द होस्ट कैन शेयर इन दिस मीटिंग बस तो आप मुझे वहां से अलाउ करोगे
मेरे पास तुम्हारी रिक्वेस्ट ही नहीं आ रही है।
अच्छा कोई बात नहीं मैम मैं ऐसे ही बोल देती हूँ
You
नो
need to
प्रॉब्लम
send the request, I think.
No,
Yeah.
I have already sent the request, and from here, whenever I, click the option share,
Share. Look. Share
Try
here.
again. It's open, I think.
share करने पे screen start now. Okay. 1 second. I'm just trying to do this. Is this 1 minute? No, this is not coming. Is this visible to all of you? Is this slide visible to everybody?
Not now.
Rashmi ma'am?
It's not visible.
No. Again.
It's not visible? यहाँ से तो हो गया है मैम I think then I should start this way only because
I think so. You might start without PPT.
okay I'm starting just like that only okay all right so the topic that I have chosen today is for this summit is the sustainable development goal life below water in the age of artificial intelligence this is what my topic is okay and I would like to introduce myself, Dr. Meenakshi. Right now, I'm professor in Lloyd Group. And when we talk about this, Sustainable Development Goal 14, in the age of artificial intelligence or digital transformation, okay, so it is covering mainly three topics. That is understanding the Sustainable Development Goal. Second is the importance of marine ecosystems. And the third part, which I am going to cover, is the artificial intelligence for marine conservation. Right. So let me begin with the first part, understanding the sustainable development growth. To take this into consideration, I would like to say, begin with the history that the Sustainable Development Goals were adopted in 2015 as a universal call to action building upon the Millennium Development Goals to address global challenges, including poverty and inequality. Talking about the importance of SDGs for global development, the Sustainable Development Goals provide a framework for shared global priorities, encouraging nations to work together in achieving sustainable development while enhancing economic growth and social inclusion. Now, while talking about the sustainable goals with reference to all the areas and all the domains of, related to the pestle part, talking about the pestle mean political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. We cannot, avoid with the, conservation and sustainable use of oceans and marine ecosystem. So, talking about this SDG goal 14, with reference to marine and ocean ecosystem, it emphasizes protecting marine ecosystem, promoting sustainable fishing practices, and addressing ocean pollution to ensure healthy, thriving oceans for future generations. Goal 14 is mainly concerned with the conservation and sustainable use of oceans. Life below water is linked to goals such as poverty alleviation, climate action, and sustainable cities, highlighting a comprehensive approach to achieving sustainable development all across the sectors, and it also applies to the marine and ocean ecosystem. The question arises that what exactly is the SDG 14? Sustainable Development Goal focuses mainly on conserving and sustainable uses of the oceans and seas and marine resources, because as we know that with these resources, with marine and ocean, we get so many resources in the form of food, in the form of medicines, and in the form of entertainment. So it was adopted, as I already said, that by United Nations in 2015 as the part of the 2030 agenda for sustainable development. This goal recognizes that healthy oceans are critical for planetary survival and human well-being. Talking about the targets, so definitely there must be, certain targets must have been decided upon. So, the main key target which are taken into consideration by me are the first and foremost is the reducing the marine pollution. Okay, so by 2025, it was being determined to prevent the significantly preventing and reducing the marine pollution of all kinds, particularly from land-based activities. Another target is protecting marine ecosystem by sustainably managing and protecting marine and coastal ecosystem to avoid significant adverse impact, minimize ocean acidification, that means to reduce or prevent the ongoing decrease in the pH of the ocean, which is caused by the absorption of the excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This reduction in pH makes the ocean more acidic and impacting marine life and ecosystem. Another third target is regulating the fishing practices. Definitely, this is concerned effectively to regulate harvesting and overfishing, illegal fishing, and destructive fishing practices. Then another, target which we talk about is the end harmful subsidies by prohibiting certain forms of fisheries subsidies that contribute to the overcapacity and overfishing. Economic benefits, definitely we all are working for enhancing our economic growth. So for small island states by 2030, increasing the economic benefits to small island developing states and least developed countries from sustainable use of marine resources. Uh, Once we are talking about the SDG goals and all the key targets which we have finalized, so we should also taking into consideration that life below water is linked to the goals such as poverty alleviation that I have already talked about, and it also talks about the role of oceans in climate regulation. As we know that why we are talking about all these sustainable goals, practices, and all that. Ultimately, to make our ocean and marine ecosystem very, very healthy. So, in this regard, I would like to talk about carbon sequestration by marine life. Marine organisms, particularly phytoplankton and sea grasses, absorb carbon dioxide during photosynthesis, playing a very, very crucial role in mitigating climate change by sequestering carbon in the oceanic systems. Then it also impacts the ocean health on global weather patterns. Healthy oceans always regulate temperature and weather, influencing rainfall, distribution, and extreme weather events. Thus, their deterioration can lead to the unpredictable climate shifts worldwide. So, it is very, very important to look after, all these aspects also. Then then the next part is the biodiversity and the marine resources. So, what is the importance of the biodiversity, specifically marine biodiversity? Biodiversity sustains ecosystem and provide essential services to such as food, medicines, recreation that I just talked about, and ultimately contributing to all the human well-being on the global front and economic stability as well. Talking about the threats to marine species and habitats, overfishing, pollution, and climate change pose significant threats to the marine life and ecosystem, leading to the habitat degradation, species extinction, and loss of ecological balance in ocean environment. Then the next part comes is the so here I would also like to mention about the transboundary governance, framework for SDG 14, life below water. Talking about the transboundary governance framework focuses on the collaborative management of shared marine resources and ecosystem. This framework aims to ensure the sustainable use and conservation of the oceans by addressing issues like overfishing, pollution, ocean acidification through regional and international agreements, and cooperation by shared governance, regional cooperation and international agreements. It means implementing and enforcing international laws and conventions related to the marine conservation and sustainable use, such as United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, that is UNCLOS, and regional agreements. Talking about the next part, which I also want to cover, that how this artificial intelligence is helping in for the marine conservation. So we can talk about it on two perspectives, on two fronts. The first is the use of drones and remote sensing, because nowadays we are living in the artificial intelligence age, or we are living in the digital transformation age. So definitely we are coming up with several kind of sensors and remote technologies that help in maintaining our marine and ocean ecosystem. So uses of drone and remote sensing. Drones and remote sensing technologies offer innovative methods for collecting real-time data about marine ecosystem, allowing researchers to observe wildlife and monitor habitats efficiently and effectively from the air. Next part is the of the artificial intelligence that I'm talking about is data analytics for the population studies. So advanced analytics enable scientists to analyze vast amount of informations, vast amount of data that we process with the help of the artificial intelligence or the technology regarding, marine species population, helping identifying trends, threats, and conservation needs through machine learning algorithm. Now, here, when I'm talking about the artificial intelligence and marine ecosystem, so I would also like to mention that artificial intelligence helps in monitoring and protection. When we are talking about the monitoring and protection, it means AI powered. It helps in AI powered surveillance, automated species identification, pollution detection. It also helps in pollution detection, AI sensors and imaging. Symptoms identify oil spills, plastic accumulation, how much amount of the plastic is, is there in the marine or the ocean, and the other, contaminants. Then AI also helps in climate impact management. Talking about the climate impact management, I would like to say that artificial intelligence also helps in ocean health forecasting. When we talk about the ocean health forecasting, AI analyzes complex climate data to predict coral bleaching events, allowing for preventive measures. Acidification mapping, definitely, I just talked about the acidification. The neural network process sensor data to create detailed maps of the ocean acidification for targeted interventions. Then talking about the acidification mapping and then coastal vulnerability assessment. AI models simulate sea level rise impacts on coastal communities to support adaptation planning. Then artificial intelligence also helps in waste management and pollution control. Automated cleanup systems. I can see the message and thank you so much. I just wanted to cover this artificial intelligence area. Though I was not, I was little occupied, so I could not, join previous days FDP. So I felt like why not to, include some technology part into it. Maybe it will bring some newness in my topic. So I hope that it must be useful for everybody and it must be informative. So here I would like to say that artificial intelligence also helps in waste management and pollution control. So it helps in automated cleanup systems. AI guided autonomous vessels collect machine debris and plastic waste. And accordingly, it takes into consideration that what measures have to be taken. Then it also helps in wastewater analysis. Talking about the wastewater analysis, it means machine learning systems optimize treatment facilities to prevent harmful discharges into marine environment. Then artificial intelligence also helps in microplastic detection. Talking about the microplastic detection means it helps in advanced image recognition that identifies microplastics in water samples for better monitoring. So, talking about this artificial intelligence, I just wanted about all this. And now, if we see all the opportunities with this AI, and we are talking about different prospects of the ocean and marine ecosystem, we should also not forget the challenges and ethical consideration that should be taken into consideration while using AI. That number one is data privacy and security issues. When we talk about the data privacy and security issues, it means that the use of AI in marine conservation raises concerns about the data privacy and security, necessitating strict protocols to ensure sensitive information about marine inhabitants and species is protected. And another part which I want to cover is the balancing technology and human impact. When we talk about the balancing technology and human impact, it is essential to find a very much balance between using technology for conservation efforts and minimizing its negative effects on marine environment and local communities dependent on these ecosystems. So this is all about from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Kaushik. It's very important and very attractive explanations and very important without PPT, of course, but it's very valuable according to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this wonderful, opportunity to speak on this topic. And I believe that it is going to be useful, and definitely it is a two-way learning process. Definitely in future we will collaborate and we will learn so many things with each other. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you again. And it's my great pleasure to introduce our speaker for today, Professor Dr. Oğuz Türkay, who currently serves as a Vice Rector of Sakarya University of Applied Sciences. And his academic career has progressed steadily with appointments as Assistant Professor in 2008, Associate Professor in 2012, and Professor in the Department of Gastronomy and Culinary Arts at Sakarya University of Applied Sciences, Faculty of Tourism in 2018. And Professor Dr. Türkay has held several key administrative positions, including Vice Dean of the Faculty of Tourism from 2017 to 2018, Director of Sapanca Vocational School from 2018 to 2020, and Dean of the Faculty of Tourism since 2020. His leadership in these roles demonstrate his commitment to educational excellence and institutional development. His research focuses on strategic management in tourism and expert enterprises, organizational behavior, and destination management, areas that are increasingly relevant to sustainable ocean tourism and coastal development. And Professor Türkay has published numerous studies and articles in this field, contributing significantly to our understanding how tourism can be managed sustainably in environmentally sensitive areas. And dear participants, please join me to welcoming Professor Dr. Oğuz Türkay. The platform is yours.
Thank you, Asena. Thank you for this smart introduction. Thanks a lot. May I share my screen?
Yes, you can share.
Is it okay? I think.
Yes, it's visible.
You can see, yes. So we have to make it so. Okay. Distinguished participants, I am delighted to present our research on the role of responsible tourism in protecting marine ecosystem today. So, yes. Oceans and seas covering 70% of our planet are important not only for their magnificent beauty, but also for the critical ecological services they provide for the continuity of human life. However, marine ecosystems today face numerous threats such as climate change, overfishing, pollution, and intensive coastal development. The United Nations 14th Sustainable Development Goal focuses on the protection and sustainable use of oceans and seas under the title Life Below Water. The tourism sector, especially in coastal regions, emerges as both a part of the threats and a potential solution partner. And Turkey, as a country with coastlines on 4 seas and a high share of tourism in its economy, has both great responsibility and great opportunities in this regard. Marine tourism is one of the fastest growing tourism segments worldwide and constitutes a significant economic resource for many countries. It is one of the most critical sectors in many ocean economies. Coastal and marine tourism accounts for approximately 50% of global tourism activities. It also generated approximately $800 billion in direct tax revenues, accounting for nearly 50% of global tourism spending, and coastal and marine tourism directly contributed 0.8% of global greenhouse gases emissions, equating to nearly 400 million tons of carbon dioxide. However, uncontrolled tourism development can cause serious damage to marine ecosystems. Construction along the coastline leads to the destruction of critical habitats. Increased wastewater discharge and plastic pollution threaten marine life. Both anchors damage coral reefs and seagrass meadows. Excessive visitor density exceeds the carrying capacity of sensitive ecosystems. Nevertheless, there are inspiring examples around the world showing how responsible tourism approach can support marine conservation efforts. The Great Barrier Reef, one important example, in Australia, generates $6.4 billion annually and supports 64,000 jobs. It faces threats from overexploitation, climate change, and nearby mining. Starting in 2024, an environmental management fee will be charged to certain commercial activities within designated areas. Visitor fees are collected by accredited organizers and reported to the Reef Authority. To ensure long-term protection, the Australian and Queensland governments launched the Reef 2050 plan addressing climate change, land and water-based impacts, international threats, and ecosystem restoration. They are investing approximately $5 billion between 2014 and 2030 to support this plan. And the second example from Philippines, Donsol provides income to local communities while serving the protection of the species. Donsol, a small fishing village in the Philippines, has become a major ecotourism destination due to the seasonal presence of whale sharks between November and June. In response to growing tourism, a community-based ecotourism initiative was launched in 1998 to promote conservation and provide economic benefits to locals. With support of WWF, ethical guidelines were established to protect the species and ensure community involvement in tourism management. This shift from fishing to conservation-based tourism improved livelihoods, created jobs, and boosted infrastructure. The third example is Blue Flag. Blue Flag certification in the Mediterranean promotes improved environmental management on beaches. As you know, Blue Flag program created by the European Foundation for Environmental Education sets high standards across 33 criteria in 4 categories, such as environmental education, water quality, environmental management, and safety. As of March 2025, 5,161 beaches, marinas, and tour boats in 51 countries have received the Blue Flag. Originally launched in 1987 by the European Union, the program has since expanded globally to regions including North Africa, the Middle East, South America, and the Far East. Yes, 8,590 kilometers, excluding the islands. As of 2022, the protected coastline length was 3,200 kilometers. These sets host 512 fish species, 5 important sea turtle nesting areas, and various endemic species. It is noted that 370 species of fish have been identified in Turkish inland waters. At the same time, many marine mammals, turtles, and endemic species live in Turkish territorial waters. Turkey is truly a tourism-oriented country, and a significant portion of its tourism is concentrated in coastal areas. A significant portion of tourists visiting Turkey have stayed in coastal tourism destinations. In 2024, Antalya, the most known destination of Turkey, I think, Antalya attracted 28 million tourists, making up 34% of Turkey's total 84 million visitors. When adding Muğla, Aydın, Balıkesir, Çanakkale, Izmir, and Mersin, the other coastal cities, about 50% of all tourists choose coastal destinations. Tourism revenues in Turkey in 2024 were $60 billion. This figure corresponds to 5.4% of gross domestic product of the country. Marine tourism revenues constitute 20% of total tourism revenues. However, it is estimated that marine tourism has a large place in total revenues due to its weight in tourism activities. As of March 2024, Turkey has 7,100 accommodation facilities, with 42% located in popular coastal tourism destinations like Antalya, Aydın, Balıkesir, Çanakkale, etc. Yes. This growth brings various challenges. Since the 1980s, neoliberal policies in Turkey have strategically prioritized tourism, leading to rapid development of 3S, sea, sand, and sun, a tourism based on these three attractiveness. Infrastructure along the southern and western coasts. This has accelerated urbanization in coastal areas as tourism investments have transformed local settlements. Yacht tourism damages sensitive seagrass meadows, especially in the Aegean and Mediterranean. Infrastructure, especially waste management, is insufficient during peak season. Climate change effects threaten both tourism assets and marine ecosystems. However, promising developments are also taking place in Turkey. Turkey ranks third in the world with 567 Blue Flag beaches in the 2024. Special environmental protection areas are effective in limiting tourism pressure, and public-private sector and NGO collaborations are yielding successful results. I will explain some cases, and these are the map of case areas. We examined 4 important coastal destinations in Turkey. These are globally well-known destinations located in the Asian part of Turkey and at the southwestern tip of Anatolian Peninsula, as you see on your screen. Including these are including Fethiye, Antalya, Bodrum, and Çeşme. Now let's summarize the situation in each of these 4 destinations one by one. And Fethiye and Göcek, a sub-location of Fethiye named Göcek. Fethiye Göcek Special Environmental Protection Area in Muğla spans 700 square kilometers and limits large-scale construction, home to diverse flora, endangered turtles, and endemic species. The region offers natural beauty, cultural sites like Göcek Bay and Ölüdeniz, and eco-friendly tourism such as paragliding and diving. Agriculture is the main income source, with tourism, especially yacht tourism in Göcek, following closely. An important example of environmental action is the Blue Wave project in Fethiye. With the initiatives of Fethiye Municipality and the Chamber of Shipping, projects are being implemented to control the carbon emissions of hotels and to create an exemplary cooperation between tour operators and NGOs. Fethiye Municipality and Fethiye Chamber of Commerce launched the Fethiye Tourism Sector Integrated Climate Change Action Project in last year, which aims to increase environmental sustainability in the tourism sector and to develop the fight against climate change. However, significant challenges are also emerging. For instance, the increase in the number of yachts and yacht visitors is putting more environmental pressure. Fethiye, which hosts 5 marinas with a capacity of 1,210 yachts and more than 2,500 yacht visitors per day during the summer season, is one of the important marine tourism centers in the Eastern Mediterranean belt. Bodrum case. Bodrum is a very popular multi-centered holiday destination with both urban and rural areas. Known for its mild climate and Mediterranean architecture, it attracts many retirees. Traditional crafts and agriculture have declined, replaced by tourism and service industries. The district hosts cultural events like festivals and yacht races, but its natural and historical heritage is increasingly threatened by rising demand for housing and infrastructure. Carrying capacity limits are quite strained during peak periods. Bodrum's summer population is approximately 7 times its winter population. Waste from marine vessels constitutes a significant form of pollution. The Blue Card system, as an example of a solution, the Blue Card system provides an innovative solution for both waste management. The application was developed to monitor the waste of motorized sea vehicles and facilitates the waste acceptance process from the vehicles. In return, the regulation on the collection of waste from ships and control of wastes and the ship waste tracking system implemented in accordance with the regulation and the Blue Card applications are important precautions. The Blue Card system was used by 22,000 boats in 1 year. Located in Bodrum Castle, The Underwater Archaeology Museum has been opened since 1964 and is a global leader in its field. It showcases Turkey's underwater archaeology history, which began with local sponge divers. The castle also features remnants from the ancient Knights Hospitaller and Ottoman periods. In 2024, the museum attracted 308,000 visitors. The third, Antalya, the largest coastal tourism destination with approximately 28 million annual visitors and 100 million overnights. The Belek Sea Turtle Conservation Project is a successful collaboration between hoteliers, local government, and NGOs. Many points of the Turkish coastline are important nesting areas for sea turtles. Belek is known as the most important caretta nesting area in Turkey. Turtle nests are protected after spawning in a wide area, including the Belek Coast, and the hatchlings are transported to the sea in a controlled manner during the hatching period. And many people from the local community, NGOs, and tourism organizations voluntarily to the detection, protection of nests, and monitoring of hatching process. And water consumption remains a problematic area for Antalya. Çeşme, an emerging destination trying to avoid the mistakes of more developed regions, spatial planning regulations limiting building height and density in coastal areas. Çeşme is within the scope of the Mediterranean and Aegean Tourism Infrastructure and Coastal Management Project, which was launched in 1989 and is still continuing step by step. Infrastructure opportunities have been improved with this project, but rapid growth in domestic tourism threatens protective measures. 86% of total tourist arrivals in 2024 are domestic tourists. So these are the success factors and challenges. Our research has identified 4 critical success factors in the integration of responsible tourism and marine conservation: integrated governance, economic incentives, scientific monitoring and adaptive management, and local community participation. However, significant challenges also persist: climate change, seasonal over-tourism, policy implementation gaps, and knowledge and awareness limitations. These are our recommendations. Formal coordination mechanisms should be established between tourism and environmental authorities. Comprehensive plans with tourism integration should be developed. Incentives should be aligned with conservation objectives. Focus should be on ecosystem-level indicators, and comprehensive adaptation plans for coastal destinations should be prepared. In conclusion, responsible tourism practices have significant potential to contribute to marine ecosystem conservation and achieving SDG 14 targets. Turkey's experience demonstrates both challenges and promising pathways towards sustainability. Thank you for participating in the program and listening to me. Now, Asena, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Vice Rector, and of course, my friend at the same time. He always help us and always with us whenever we want. So I want to thank you. I want to say that it's a pleasure to meet you here, my dear professor. And As we come to the end of this SGD14 summit organized jointly by Sakarya University of Applied Sciences and Tradebrainer Academic Platform, I would like to reflect on the journey we have taken together over these past 6 days. And we have heard from experts from diverse fields, including economic law, environmental science, management, engineering, and tourism, each bringing unique perspectives on the challenges and opportunities related to achieving the targets of SGD14 Life Below Water. Our discussions have ranged from policy frameworks and legal considerations to technological innovations, from economic models to social implications, all with the common goal of the advancing of our understanding of how we can better protect and sustainably use our oceans, seas, and marine resources, and coastals, of course. I extend my sincere gratitude to all our distinguished speakers who have shared their knowledge, research, and insight throughout this summit. Your contributions have been invaluable in enhancing our understanding and inspiring action. To all participants, thank you for your engagement, active participation. The success of this summit is a testament to your commitments to ocean sustainability and the achievement of SGD14 goals. I would also like to acknowledge that the hard work of the organizing committee, whose dedicated and efforts have made this summit possible, as well as our partners at Tradebrainer Academic Platform for their collaboration in this important initiative. As we conclude this summit, let us carry forward the knowledge, connections, and inspiration we have gained. Let us continue to work together across disciplines, institutions, and borders to advance to sustainable management and conservation of our precious ocean resources. Best wishes for your continued endeavor in contributing to a sustainable future for our oceans, our seas, and our planet. And thank you all once again for your participation. Before I officially declare the SGD14 summit concluded, I give the word to Professor Dr. Rashmi Gujrati. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ashina. You have did a conclude. So from my side also, I would like to give a thanks to all the speakers, distinguished guests, organizer, and participants on the behalf of both Sakarya University of Applied Science and from UN Tradebrainer Global Association. And this seminar has been conducted from 14 to 19. This was the 6-day program, and all the speakers has joined and enlightened lot of things related with ocean and sea, which is very important in every part. Our speakers has enlightened related with how the sea is facing problem, the sea animals are facing problem due to human beings activity. So it has become a very important to understand that whatever we are doing, it is coming back. It is reciprocal. What we do, it come in a reciprocal. So we have to understand that we have to protect our ocean and sea. That is very important. With that, I hope that this congress has given a lot of knowledge to our students. Even we also learn from a lot of things because all the distinguished speakers are from various reputed university. So thank you very much, all the team members, all the team member of the Sakarya University of Applied Sciences, team member of UN Association for organizing this summit. I hope we will meet again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon.